Alright guys, welcome back to another episode on this Pokemon Go series. So today, as you can see by the gameplay, we are doing some Medicham raids. These raids are going to be pre-recorded, so I can talk to you about some things that are going to be happening soon. So there's been an update, and I do use Pokeminers for anything that has been found in the game files. So let's go over this today. So, Niantic has basically put out this new update, and a few things have come with it. We did do the video on the Shadow Raid, so I'll just quickly go over that now. So, there looks like there'll be some Shadow Pokemon arriving in raids. These raids will be level 1 to 5, and basically you'll need a new Shadow Raid Pass to get into these raids. A new way of making money for Niantic, but also a good way of bringing some Pokemon that we can no longer get via Giovanni back to the game, especially if you missed it previously. This can be Shadow Mewtwo, Shadow Moltres, Shadow Raikou. The big ones of the three are there. This means you can get a top tier fire type, a top tier electric type, and also the best Pokemon on the game, which is Shadow Mewtwo. If Shadow Mewtwo gets its Mega, because it doesn't need friendship level for that, it'll be so OP, it's insane. So let's move on to what the new things from Pokeminers have done. So, looks like there has been some new forms added to the game. These, unfortunately, are not Pokemon forms. These are forms like, I'm going to say outfits rather than forms, for basically Mystic, Valor, and Instinct. I'm guessing that is also for the three kind of trainer leaders for each individual team that you're on. So it looks like they'll all be getting new outfits and a new form, in quotes. Looks like you'll be able to save and share badge awards. So if you do have any platinum badges that come up after, you should be able to share them now, which is interesting because they are in the game apparently right now. Same thing for friendship level up and also buddy level up. So not too much found as of yet. However, the big one is Jirachi now finally has its own special encounter screen, which means that during the Go Tour, the Hoenn Fest, basically, as I call it, its research wasn't finished. So they made people pay £5/$5 for a research that wasn't finished, but knew they could finish it by the time people were able to get to the next stage, basically. So having the 20 days with a friendship heart was a way of letting them have 20 more days of developing this research and getting everything tuned to perfection. So I hopefully, when I get there, will not see any bugs in this research. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Let's just have a look, see what else there is. The Colour Cup for the Festival of Colours should now be reactivated in the file code. So that's also good. Means if you are a big fan of PvP, there should be a new tournament coming your way very soon. Let's have a look, see what else there is. Some stuff about Pokemon Home, not really that interested in it. The Meltan and Ditto event, which we talked about in the last episode. And there's not really been much else talked about. So, let's go into some of the raids for this week. Be back in a sec. Alright guys, so looks like Medicham and Ho-Oh are around for one more week. So if you do need to get some more Mega Energy, definitely get involved in this, because Medicham will be gone and we never know when it's going to come back. I think Mega Alakazam, which comes out later in the month, has been gone for a good while. I think it's around 4 or 5 months, so try and get that in as soon as possible. Obviously, Mega Medicham, a good fighting type Pokemon to get XL Candy for. I wouldn't say it's the best Pokemon for that typing, but if you did miss out on Lopunny, Medicham is a good way to go. You also get that Psychic XL Candy chance as well. So it, as a dual typer, it's quite a good one. But yeah, unfortunately nothing new to talk about with raids, so I'll be back in a sec. Alright guys, so we are back, and I thought I will focus on the Shadow Raids to what Pokemon we could potentially be getting. Obviously I have mentioned some of them already. So, the top ones we could be getting. I will only mention their further forms, so Shadow Mewtwo will be itself, but then if we're talking about Shadow Mamoswine, for instance, that will be... I'll talk about Shadow Mamoswine rather than Swinub. Same thing with Tyranitar. So the best Pokemon that I can see coming back, obviously, is Shadow Mewtwo. We have only just had it back with Giovanni, so I can't see them bringing that out in raids anytime soon. However, I can see them bringing 4-star raids and 3-star raids for these Pokemon. So, in the 4-star raids, I can see them bringing Shadow Mamoswine, Shadow Tyranitar, Shadow Weavile, Shadow Machamp. Then for Pokemon are kind of top tier from a Shadow point of view. Obviously, Weavile and Mamoswine are one of the best Ice-type Pokemons to have in your party, especially if you're versing a Flying-type raid boss. And if it's also a Dragon type, you are in a very good standing to take that raid down very quickly. Shadow Tyranitar, probably the best dark typing on the game so far. Obviously, you do have Megas. I'm not including Megas in this. I'm just talking about Shadow and normal Pokemon. So Shadow Tyranitar with just Bite and Crunch, you should be decent enough. And then you do have Shadow Weavile in the same category as that with Snarl and Foul Play. So you are looking at a really good dark typing there. Hopefully they do bring this Pokemon back, because I am missing a good Shadow Tyranitar and a Shadow Weavile. So Shadow Machamp, decent fighting type Pokemon. I do have a few already, so I probably won't be raiding for that one if it does come out. I'll probably save because I'm guessing these new raid passes won't be free. You won't be able to get one a day, so I would say if you're going to pay for these raid passes, go for what you want. I do have a few Shadow Machamps, so I won't be going for that. Now, we do have some legendary Pokemon coming back. So we do have Shadow Moltres, Shadow Raikou, Shadow Ho-Oh coming back, but not the Apex one. I don't think that will ever go away from Giovanni. Shadow Zapdos. So I'm just having down this list. Can't really see any more. So they're really good Pokemon to have as well. Like I said, any Pokemon that was with Giovanni, if it comes out in a Shadow Raid, you are looking very good at that point, because these Pokemon, obviously, people have skipped in the past because they just weren't great. And they wanted to get more Shadow Mewtwo's or Shadow Raikous when they came out. So if they do bring these Pokemon back out into raids, which it looks like they are doing, it is going to change the meta in PvP so much, because you're going to have so much better IVs of these Pokemon. Which we will talk about in a minute, actually, because that's going to be a very interesting one. And then probably one of the best ones on here as well, which I haven't mentioned yet, Shadow Metagross. I did get a shiny one recently. But that one is a very big one for steel types. There's not many Pokemon better than Metagross at all. And that's in every typing. But Metagross and Shadow Metagross are the top Pokemon in the steel typing. So definitely, if that comes to raids, definitely get some raids done in for that. We don't know how much these raid passes are going to cost, so it could be a bit pricey. So I would recommend, if you are going to go for this, maybe only do one of each. But let's go into some of the interesting details from these shadow raids, which aren't confirmed. These are all speculation. So obviously from a raid pass, because you are paying for the privilege, there is a guaranteed IV level. The fact that you'll be able to get a very high 2-star or 3-star of every shadow Pokemon that has potentially ever come out is incredible, because people have spent so much money on rocket passes to try and get high IV shadow Pokemon, and it's just not been happening. And if they do come out in raids, I think the rocket passes will diminish very much. The reason I think that is people will just wait for them to come out in raids. Obviously, if you want it there and then, like Regice has come out, if you want to get the new Giovanni Pokemon, you might have to take down some leaders and some grunts, so you'll have to do it that way. But I don't think they will be bought as often as it has been, which is probably why they're making it raids, because loads of people do raids. Another thing with that is, if that shadow Pokemon has been unlocked as a shiny, looks like when they come to raids, they'll also be unlocked as a shiny. Speculation, like I said, but if a Pokemon is unlocked in the game as a shiny, other than like Meltan and things, they usually stick around. So I can see them being shiny unlocked for things like Larvitar. You've got Machamp. What's the latest? Oh, Beldum. All these Pokemon should be shiny unlocked, which is really, really good. As you can see from these raids, haven't got any shinies, which is unfortunate, but I am going to leave this episode here. Thank you all for watching. Tomorrow's episode will be a type tier list. I'm not going to spoil what type in, but we will get into it tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the channel. And thank you all for leaving comments in the past couple of days on other videos on the channel. It means a lot to me. I will take the advice on board, especially the ones about having music in the background. Won't be in the near future. I am trying to find the right music for the channel, just for the background, but it'll be coming soon, so keep an eye out. So I will speak to you all in the next one.